Gora on the ra, I say. Mama seta, ashidu, ashite, ashu on vibrations every baka. May your mind, bakas and souls be ol. May your omits be sound. May your bakas be leaven off ground. When we keep to the breath, the orth, the mothor, the seon, the soul of Ra guides and keeps you ol. I Anma, I say Ra, L-I-E, say L, say I, Christ Story Chaplain. Tata, I'm in Ra, the sound Messiah. I am a truth awareness, true talk, can be a part of the greatest transfer of Ma'el, that's intelligence, Almanology, TaOnGoDo. This is sound logic, and with all that being offered to you, being a fool is absolutely your choice. To Ray is Ray 1881. The TaOnGoDo command Kadu is Shu Ah. That is to move breath. And this update, we're going to calibrate, we're going to decode, give you an understanding of the variances and the difference, if any, between raw, that may sound like this, R-A-W, like raw food, right? Non-cooked. We got raw, traditional spelling. This has the same sound. We have RE, that we are familiarized in words that tell us to continue on, re-go, regrowth, recycle. We have Ray, as in what broadcasts from Ra. Okay, let's be clear first. Start off what Ra is, okay, or what is attached to the name Ra. Okay, so Ra is a seon. Okay, this is mistakenly called the sun. Okay, because the word sun is a code that says undo what Ra says. Okay, also we have the UN comes by way of removing the top from the O, leaving it open. Okay, so when you decap something, what happens? You lose its brain. Okay, so it's non-thinking. So if the seon radiates thought, which is Ra, and you call it a sun, so now whatever it's radiating is okay, not thought. All right, and so this allows Draco to do everything it wants to do because you're allowing it by validating the language. Okay, so the first thing in TaOnGoDo, things are based on motion. Things are based on the actual happening. Okay, they're not based on intention or a prescribed meaning. Okay, what we call things and what we say things are can only be what they are doing. Okay, we can't make a claim for anything else. Okay, and so when we see RA like RAW like raw, okay, so this is saying that the radiance, okay, is giving breath. Okay, so Ra is really two sounds combined. Okay, it's Ray plus breath. Okay, because the rays is what allows us to receive and sustain breath. Okay, without the radiance, okay, which we can convert into a word like heat or electricity or thought. Okay, without any, whatever is stimulating us to be upright, to be erect, without that, we can't consume breath. Okay, so the first thing, Ra, when we say Ra, this is raised to the breath. If we go to the Kagadora, you can see yesterday was Ra'ah. Okay, yesterday it was Ra'ah, 1880. We had a radiance of breath. So this means breath is being broadcasted. Okay? So now we have RE. So now we have Ra N. Okay, so now we have Ra, and then we have N. Okay, so N is short for entity, which is short for or means entitled. Okay, an entity is entitled. Okay, so when we say re, okay, we are a radiated entity. We are a raw entity. Okay, so this means entitlements. This is why it's associated with recycling, recontinuing, and so on and so on and so on. Okay, because specifically those of the Caribbean. Okay, this is literally the home of the ribene, the rib, the ribonucleic acid, all that stuff that was used, the DNA that was used to populate others. Okay, this is where it's coming from. This is the regeneration. You see that again, regenerate. Okay, because only bakas can do raw. Okay, only the baka, all right, can recontinue, because this is becomes a ba'el, a blood thing. Okay, so in order for the blood to carry on, it obviously needs souls to carry it on. Okay, so this is why in language it's told whenever you're redoing something, or it's always re, because ra is to do it. Okay, only the baka should do it. All right. Okay, so now we have Ray. Okay, so this is literally, the what you call light coming from the Seon. This is what carries the information. This is what interacts with the atoms, the molecules, and all things to get erected and live out their purpose, whatever your genetic programming is, your soul program. Okay, without these rays of information, okay, you're not going to be able to exercise your entitlements, your entity. Okay, now we have Ram. Okay, so we obviously know that Ra, okay, the Seon, okay, was misused by Egypt, and everybody, okay, knows that the Seon, okay, is the voice of Ba'am, which is source. Okay, that's source. Okay, this is the mouth, the voice. Okay, if you have a body and this is the face, Ra is the mouth. Okay, Ra is what broadcasts and speaks and gives everybody the message from Ba'am. Okay, Ra is in the center. Okay, that's how it operates. Okay, so when you have deities that operate under the false authority, you can see because they have Ra above them. Okay, or they have Ra in their name. Okay, or they basically say that they're under the authority of Ra. Okay, so this is where you get the AM, because that is the opposite of Ma. Okay, AM is against Ma. It's artificial man. Okay, it is I am. Okay, I am is the same as saying AI. Okay, AI is artificial soul. Okay, so when we say Ram, okay, this is what they're trying to say, that they're the artificial God. Okay, that animal would be called, if it was sound, it would be called a Rama. Okay, not Ram. Okay, we got to recognize that the Draconians convert and invert, twist, contort everything. Okay, so there's the fundamental differences between Ra, between Ray, and Re. Okay, they're all based on specific aspects of motion, okay, of function. Okay, a different function is going to carry a different sound, but it's all going to come from the same thing, Ra, the seon. Okay, so we are seons. Ra would be the super seons. Okay, the Ba operates through Ra. Okay, the Ka is what you're going to call your flesh. Okay, in Draconian school, in the Egyptian school, in the Cabal, they teach that the flesh, that matter, comes first. This is what matters most to the parasite. Okay, your spirit and all that stuff. This is sound, so the parasites can't interact with that. They have to remove that and augmentate you with them. Okay, so stay raw, stay real. Okay, stay true. This is the code that I put out many years ago, and I put it out on Facebook again about the raw meat. Okay, this is just another code for that. It's like playing a video game. You have violent video games to soothe a genetic requirement. Okay, these video games of killings and all these hunting and lice, these are things that the Draconians must do, okay, to maintain themselves. Okay, so even in the language saying this is raw food is uncooked means you're basically saying it is unspoiled, meaning is it is untainted, it's uncorrupted. Okay, that's what Ra is. More importantly, it belongs to a group of souls. Okay, I'm going to tell you, and I challenge anybody on this planet in any lifetime, okay, come test me. Okay, the home of the Caribbean, which you incorrectly call Caribbean. Okay, this is the seat of Ra. Okay, these are the why it's called beans. Why do you think it's called a Caribbean? What other place on this planet refers to a group of people as beans, and they have all you guys calling yourselves star seeds? Think about this, people. True talk.